Howdy, this is your friendly neighborhood physics teacher here, and for those who plan on taking the AP test, there's something I need you to do. I put this website on Schoology and I need to go through it. I need you to go through it. So the first thing I need you to do is click over here. It says taking the exam. Click on learn more. So this is when I need you to figure out how you are going to take the exam. You can either take it on your iPhone, your computer, or your tablet. I would highly suggest you doing it on your computer, but you can technically do it on all three. And you can step here. So there's this video. I'm not going to make you watch a video within a video. We're not doing Inception here, but please watch this video. And then the different things like getting ready for the exam, you need to make sure you, so try the demo. So watch the video, review the way to submit your answers. So the key thing with submitting your answers is when you open it up, you cannot type into the submission box. You either A, have to attach a file, attach a photo, or type it out and copy and paste. So yes, that's the biggest thing. And then you can't test without your AP ID. So 2 days before your exam, you'll get an email with your AP ID on your AP exam ticket. So in the email will go to your email that you signed up with. Your ticket will kind of look like this. And so yeah. So and then for College Board, you'll need your e-ticket to check in on your exam day, which would be Thursday at 3 o'clock. But actually, you need to check in by 2:30. So just assume that so I would check in like at 2:20. Each is personalized and contains your information. So yeah, so be checking your email for that. I'm going to backtrack here real quick. And then, so like I said, so submitting your information, if you plan on putting a text file like a Word document, so include your ID number and your initials at the top of the page. You have to do that. They will not accept it because what they're going to do is they're going to print it out and that's how the grader is going to know it's you. So you have to put your ID number and your initials at the top of the page. You have to put a sticky note on your computer and stick it somewhere that you have to put your ID, your AP ID with your initials. You attach one file per question, and then it accepts text, docs, and PDFs. So, and here's some recommendations to do it. So yeah, if you're going to do a photo, like for the ones you say you have to write it down, you can, if your response is longer than one page, you can actually attach up to 5 photos, 1 page per image. So there you go. At most, you can attach 5 images, 10 and 10. Okay, so that's English, never mind. So take 1 photo of each page, only one side at a time. Again, you have to write your ID number, your initials, and the page, if you have multiple pages, the page number. You can only attach 1 photo at a time. Do not hit submit until you've attached all your photos. So you have to do 1, attach. Do not hit that submit button until they're all attached, because if a day later, $1 short. And make sure you're doing it in order. So page 1, page 2, page 3. Take your portrait, not landscapes. Make sure it's vertical because they're going to print it out. And also make sure that you can actually see your photo. Use separate pieces of paper for each exam question. So make sure, if you're writing it down, this exam question 1, take a picture, submit, and then you'll do exam question 2. There's just some recommendations here. All on your 1-pagers, I would suggest you practicing. If you take your picture with your phone, see how long it takes it to upload to an email. So I wouldn't necessarily use my phone unless I'm testing on my phone. Because all y'all have cameras on your computers. I would figure out the best way to take a picture using your computer so you don't have to worry about waiting to get an email, because you can't use the excuse, well, my email didn't go through. It's doesn't work. So I would highly suggest you taking the picture with your computer. So, so that's that one. Copy and pasting. So again, you need to make sure your ID and your initials are at the top of the page. You can't type directly. You cannot paste images. So I wouldn't necessarily do this one. I would either attach a text file or take a picture of your handwriting. If you're doing it to a picture of your handwriting, make sure it's readable. You don't want them to give you it says unreadable. So let's get back to this. Another thing is there's this checklist. If you have printing capabilities, I would suggest you printing this checklist. If not, jot down your own checklist using this as an example. So make sure you know what your ID number is. Make sure you put your name, exam date, start time. Make sure you know all that information. You can get all that information from your e-ticket. I'm about to sneeze. Thank you. So to make sure you're ready for the exam, make sure you have your e-ticket. It says, or you can sign into my AP to access your e-ticket. So if your email doesn't work, you can go to my AP. That's where you take your, the practice exams that I've been wanting you to do. I have checked that my ticket is for this specific exam. If you're taking Spanish and physics, you want to make sure you have your physics one, not your Spanish one. My device is plugged in. Saying that your computer died is a good excuse. You've clicked on a browser, and make sure Chrome is the best one to use. So I would use Chrome, but they can say you can use Firefox, Safari, or Edge. Do not use Internet Explorer. It doesn't work. So you've done the demo. So please, please, please do the demo. So for the demo, you're just going to type in practice. So welcome to the demo. Use the application of the following. Enter your personal information. So think about this. You have like 5 minutes to do all this. So just knowing, I want you to do the demo so you can kind of feel what you're expecting to do. You can read exam demo question, respond. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing, put your name. Brian Templeton, March 31st. You're about to see how old I am. Gross. Not really. Okay. And then here is your email that is connected to your College Board account. So this is something you might want to check to see what's connected to your College Board account. I actually have both of my, here, you almost got my personal one. So which one is ever connected to your College Board account? And you'll need to redo it. Oh, that is not Brienne at all, is it? Lord have mercy. Try that again. Why do you keep scrolling up? Okay. Where are you testing from? So you'd be testing from home. I accept. I agree. You can now continue. So you have to think about, so that doesn't take you very long, but I know you can hide the timer if the timer freaks you out. The timer does, I'll admit the timer freaks me out a little bit, just seeing the timer. Automatically, I almost went into like testing anxiety myself. But I'm wanting you to do the demo so you can get used to it. Know that you're going to have a timer there. Okay. So your exam will expire soon. Do not refresh this page or hit the back button. You can review the following submission guidelines. So basically, this is telling you how to attach. So this information we've already kind of gone over. Seeing you want it to be clear. Or copy and paste. So this is stuff we already went over. Exam will begin soon. So basically it's giving you a countdown to when your exam will begin. So give you time to sit here and so I'm sure this is what they'll give you, just a reminder. If you haven't looked at it, I would decide how you're going to do it before the test even begins. But yeah. Again, if you plan on taking a photo, use your computer just so, because you know how sometimes it takes a minute to go from, point A to point B. Then copy and pasting. So I wouldn't do copy and pasting. I would either take a photo or attach a file. This is taking a minute, isn't it? I guess to give you process, make sure you have your calculator. If you need a calculator, you shouldn't need a calculator. Make sure you have your one pagers, your formula chart, you've decompressed, you're ready to go. You've let everyone know in the air wherever you are that the next 45 minutes to an hour, actually next hour, please do not disturb me. I need to take this test. That's again something you need to talk to whoever you're living with at that point in time and make sure they understand before the day. So either today or tomorrow, have a sit down conversation with your family members or your friends wherever you're living. At 2:20 until pretty much say 2:20 to 4. I need to be undisturbed. I understand it's not that long, but give you time to decompress afterwards too. And maybe even say 2 to 4. I need this time to be by myself, to get ready, prepared, to decompress. Please do not bother me. I'm taking an AP test. I don't know. Say that, say it nicely. But I would have that conversation with family members, friends. I would maybe even put dogs and cats, birds, lizards, out of the room so they can't distract you and bother you. So yeah, and if you know where the best connection in your house, if you have Wi-Fi, or if you're plugged in, wherever that best connection is happening in your house. Yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So exam officially. Okay, start working on exam question 1. So they're going to present just one question at a time. So let's begin. Okay, so you can sit there and review the submission guidelines if you forgot. So on your exam day, your question will be displayed here. Here's how you should use the demo to get ready. Take 5 minutes to create a demo response. Include your AP ID and your initials at the top of your response. If your handwriting, include the page numbers on the top of your response. Write a paragraph or two about anything you would like. Read any good books lately. Take 5 minutes to submit your demo response. So this would be a good time to sit there if you plan on taking a picture, to practicing doing all this. Exam day timing. If you're taking the exam with one question, you'll have 50 minutes to craft a response and submit it. So that's why but we're taking with two. If you're taking with 2, so we're not doing that. So we're taking exam with 2 questions. You have 30 minutes for question 1 and 20 minutes for question 2. So that's why they said you have 25 minutes to work and then 5 minutes to submit. So you want to make sure you give that time cushion for you to actually submit it. And then you have 15 minutes to work and 5 minutes to submit. So that's why that. On exam day, the personal information page will be longer than the one in this demo. Be sure to launch your exam 30 minutes. So our test day starts at 3 o'clock. But what this is saying is you need at least 30 minutes to fill out your form. My form, the form I showed was just name, date, blah. It's saying it's going to be a longer form. So you want to give yourself 30 minutes to fill out that form. 30 minutes to fill out that form. So like I said, I'd be prepared and ready to take the test at 2:20, just to give you enough time. On exam day, you will click on the button on this page to connect to the AP. Oh, we're not doing. That's for if you're sitting there having to speak. You don't have to speak in this one. So, okay. Let's hide that. So we have attach response, so this point in time is when you would pull up Word. Howdy. I'll save as document. Howdy. Save. Okay. So we made a document. So we're going to attach response. So we're attaching a, so it tells you how to do it. So definitely, so it's, again, it's going to remind you, make sure you put your ID, put your initials. Okay, if you're going to do a photo, again, it's going to remind you what to do. Oh, so it's not going to let me submit my time until, oh boy. Yeah, no. Okay, so I'm not going to sit there and make y'all wait for another whatever. So please do this demo. I know I was sitting here so you can see what the ending looks like. Actually, I could probably sit here and wait and just, I don't know if I can cut out in the middle on the system I use because I don't pay for it. It's free, so I can only cut on the ends. So yeah, so I'm going to end the video here. Please do the demo. Actually, we're going to double check and make sure. So that was the demo. Checklist to make sure you have everything you need. And then during the exam and then after the exam. If you noticed, if we go, okay, you already confirmed your email. Don't worry about that. So if you want to do specific course information, download required documents. Now, so yeah, so there we go. Let's say something happens and you can't take it on Thursday for any reason. For any reason. You can take the makeup exam. And there was, I have to figure out where that form went. There is a form for you to fill out to take the makeup exam. There we go. So requesting a makeup exam, if you have a conflict or need to request a makeup exam, do not try to use your May e-ticket. You will have to use your June. They'll give you another e-ticket. But to get that e-ticket, you do have to go to the makeup exam request form. I would sit there and plan on taking on the 14th until the day of. Study. You have 2 more days to sit there and work and see if you're ready for it. And then on the day, if you decide, no, I don't want to take it this day, you can. Now, let's say worst case scenario, your internet crashes or something, something crazy like that. You can appeal to take the retake. But you just, so yeah. So if that happens, let me know. We'll talk about it. We can appeal. But do not open the exam if you plan on taking the remastery. If you're like, no, I'm taking the remastery, don't open the exam. Because we will have to jump through little hoops. If you do open the exam and then something happens, we'll have to jump through little hoops. But it is possible. But you just have to let me know when that happens, if that happens. Hopefully you have a wonderful day. And I will hopefully see you during conference. Bye.